Derek Sheridan from Rust Belt Basketball Coaches Network. This is the second clip of our team and our 2003 team back when we taught the Princeton style offense. In this clip, you'll see us utilizing the low post phase of the Princeton offense against a team who was known for their pressure pack line defense. So anything going on inside of that pack line arc was hand-to-hand combat. This was one of the more physical teams I ever faced in my career. Now, outside of that pack line, they didn't come out and put an immense amount of pressure on the basketball. So what that meant for us was if we could get 2 or 3 reversals, do a great job of setting our men up prior to making a backdoor cut, and then make exacting passes that led our cutters to the rim, we could crack the egg and eventually get a backdoor lay-in. And that's what you're going to find in this clip. Here's a picture from Amazon.com of the book my staff and I wrote back in the early 2000s. And the book's title is Basketball's Princeton Style Offense, a Simplified Approach for High School Coaches. And back then, prior to us writing this book, it took us 3 solid years of watching Princeton VHS tapes and then finally getting a Princeton guy to talk to us about the aspects we were missing before we could go in and teach it to our team. Back then, there wasn't a lot of material out there. As far as I know, we were the only team in our area, maybe even our state back then, running the Princeton offense. So it wasn't in vogue back then for high school teams to utilize the Princeton offense. And that's what the back of the book looks like. There's a young, strapping Derek Sheridan, the young lad my wife married. She's out here sunbathing. But so the book's for sale for $61 on Amazon, which is unreal. I never thought I'd see that. I don't get any of that because it's already been bought and sold, so it's a used copy. But for $50, you can get a full annual subscription to our website. What does that mean, a full annual subscription? That simply means with a $50 annual subscription, you have access to everything: podcast clinics, on the court clinics, Zoom clinics, our books, ebooks, our library, everything. And this book is part of that package. You can also buy it off of our website, rent it, which you can do with all of our materials. And you can also rent monthly subscriptions for $5 a month. So let's get to the clip. So you'll see this is, again, back from '03. So I had to pirate this off of a VHS tape, hence the poor film quality. But we're on our traditional 2-guard front. And we cross the midline, get the ball. Now watch this right here. Look at this kid try to check Eric Wilson, who's one of the strongest and arguably the best football player I ever coached. He chucks him hard. So we do get the ball to true north. And this is what I'm saying, or what I said. They're not coming out and putting an inordinate amount of pressure on the ball out of their pack line. Now watch Scotty here. Watch his setup is just perfect. One dribble at 4, turns his back to the ball, which is a cardinal sin, and Scotty's off to the races. And the pass is an exacting pass leading him to the rim for what we used to call catch and stride, shoot and stride, lay-in. So one more time, traditional 2-guard front. There's one reversal. Here we go. Dribble at, bang, right there. So check out our website. If you're a student of the game, you're going to like what you see. You're going to like what you find, especially for the quality of our materials and for the pricing. Our prices are designed purposely to fit your personal and school-based budget. Hey, God bless.